G'day guys, welcome to Gravy Boat Cooking and Camping. Today we're going to do some pork ribs on the Traeger. Some pork ribs from Aldi. Lucked out these ones, they got a fair bit of meat on them, which is really good. They're usually pretty good from Aldi. They're Australian pork, so I was just there the other day picking up a few things for the burgers, so I picked up them as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is dry them off with some paper towel, and then I'll take the membrane off the back. To do this, I just use a butter knife to lever it up off the bone, and then paper towel to hold onto it a bit better. Okay, so now I'm just going to rub both sides with a bit of mustard. Now, I might just take a little bit off here, a little bit of these off bits, but some people would probably take a lot more off, but basically what we want to make sure is that we've got enough meat on it for everyone. These aren't competition ribs, by no means are they going to be competition ribs. I'm not going to trim them back and take all this off, because at the end of the day, this is all flavour and it's all meat and it's all there to be eaten. So just going to rub some of this, might take a bit of that fat off there. Don't need that extra fat. That will render down as we go anyway. But I mean, so sometimes sometimes you take all this back flap off, but I'm not going to worry about it this time. So it's a bit of mustard just all over, because that's going to allow the rub to stick to it on that bar. Do that on the other side too. Not a heap, just enough to give it a bit of a layer. Okay. And now what we're going to do is apply a bit of rub to both sides of the pork. So this is a Lane's Barbecue Signature Rub. You'll see there that it's liberal without being too much. So put a bit on back and front. Tray here. And when I put it in the tray, I will try to keep them apart so the rub doesn't rub off there, but I'll also give them just another really light dusting. There we go. Okay, so just put the ribs on, Traeger. It's up to temp. Make sure when you put your ribs on, you don't have them stretched right out. Bunch them up, because that's how they're going to set. So you probably want your ribs nice and thick and close together, with your meat close together. So just make sure you bunch them up a bit there when they start. So we'll give them probably about an hour, and we'll come back and give them a baste. With ribs, you want to cook for colour, and then wrap, and then you want to wrap until they're tender, and then you want to unwrap them and then set the sauce on top, whatever sauce you're using. So you can go with a 3-2-1 method, 3 hours, 2 hours in the wrap, 3 hours in the unwrap, 2 hours wrapped, and then 1 hour to set the sauce. But I find that sometimes can be too long, it can be too dry, depending on what heat you're using. So always just cook for colour, and then wrap them, cook for tenderness until they're nice and floppy, nice and full off the bone-ish, and then unwrap them and then set your sauce on top. So I'll show you how to do that today. 1 hour in, bit of apple juice here. Bit of white basting with the apple juice. sugar in, that'll help crust them up a bit. The colour should be better in another hour. It's about 1.5 hours now. You can see that colour, that deep red colour starting to really come through. So I'll probably get another half an hour to an hour and then we'll wrap them up. Okay, so it's been just a bit over 2 hours and you can see that really rich red colour. That's the colour you're looking for. So I'm going to wrap them now and then put them back in. I'll run you through the process of how I wrap them. Just about to wrap them. So what I've got at the moment is a bit of Blues Hog Smoky Mountain sauce. One of my favourite sauces. It's deer is poison, but yeah, if you want to try it out, it's pretty good. I got it from Barbecues Galore here. Some brown sugar, some butter, and that's about it at the moment. I've got that underneath as well. You can see that underneath as well. Now, what I'm going to do is wrap them up in parcels, and then I'm going to pour a little bit of the old mango in there as well, just to make sure it has enough liquid in there so it doesn't caramelise. Sometimes I found if I don't put the liquid in there, the brown sugar and the sauce and the butter seems to caramelise and burn a bit. So we'll wrap them up and then I'll put them to bed for another couple of hours. I've just got a little bit of butter and some barbecue sauce just warming on the pig. The reason you put butter in it just gives it that bit of a shine, and when you pour it on, pour it onto the ribs, it makes it nice and shiny and sticks to them. So the ribs are ready to sauce. I'll unwrap them and pour them over in a second. Okay, so it's about 4:15 at the moment, and the ribs have hit that point where they're probably pretty well done. You can see that tenderness is there, fall apart-ish. So I've got some sauce that have been warming up on the Oz pig. A bit of barbie sauce, a bit of butter, just a touch of beer, and I'm just going to pour that over the top of the ribs. So that they're nice and saucy and shiny. I'll show you how we do that. You don't need a lot. Sauce there, and that's going to glaze them, so I'll do both like that, and then we'll let them set in the smoker for a little bit longer, about half an hour, 20 minutes maybe, until that sauce is set, and then we'll pull them out here. So here they are, finished product, all sauced up. The sauce is set, and yeah, let's cut into one and see what they look like. I reckon that'll go all right.
G'day guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Just if you need any more information around the ribs or cooking process or anything like that, the Traeger, hit us up in the comments and I'll be happy to answer your questions. I hope to see you next time for the next video.